Genderqueer Chat. Cole here. I'm here to fill in today for Joe. So I'm going to just jump right into this topic because I am a huge art fan of any kind. I think the question was authors in music, so that's what I was going to do, pertaining to queer people in those fields, people that have inspired you. Matt, you stole two of my ideas, so I'm just going to briefly touch on those since Matt is awesome and already knew about them. But the first one, I'm going to talk about books first. I think Matt talked briefly about Kate Bornstein, who's awesome trans lady. You know what I really like about Kate is that she's made a lot of evolution throughout her journey, her gender journey. And what I really like about her is that she's not afraid to say, you know, this is the way that I was, or this is the way I identified, now this is the way I identify, or this is what I'm feeling. She's not afraid to be open to all sorts of things. And so I think that's such a cool and empowering type of lifestyle, is to be able to be open and just so honest and vulnerable and be able to tell the world about it through your writing. So I really respect Kate a lot and love her writing. This next book is one that I'm reading right now. I'm in the middle of it. It does have a preface by Kate. It's written by several authors, but it's called Homosexuals, Challenging Assumptions About Gender, there you go, and Sexuality. And homosexual stands for postmodern sexual. So homosexual, I think they have a definition. It's the queer erotic reality beyond the boundaries of gender, separatism, and essentialist notions of sexual orientation. So that's been blowing my mind a little. It's just a lot of theory, a lot of queer theory, and kind of thinking outside of any kind of box or anything that you've ever had about gender and sexuality and those types of things. This book deals specifically with people reading your gender and then assuming your sexual orientation. It has a lot in there about that, which is, I know, is something that a lot of genderqueer people or trans people come in contact with. So it's a really interesting read. So those are the two books I wanted to talk about. I have more, but I'm going to try to keep it relatively brief. Okay, the next couple of things I was going to talk about that have really influenced me are two spoken word poets, one of which I mentioned in the Gender Boxes video, I believe, named Alex Olson. She's just inspired me with her fierce and, you know, she has absolutely no real limits. And I think that I've just never heard someone have such a powerful, you know, spoken word voice, at least pertaining to issues that are close to my heart, such as gender and things like that. So check her out. And another spoken word artist that I wanted to mention was Dr. Madeline Hatter, who, that's her stage name, but she is an extremely powerful, again, spoken word poet. And she does write about gender in abstract terms, but not necessarily specifically like Alex Olson does. She's definitely queer and pushes those gender boundaries, but I'm not sure that her writing is quite as geared towards that. It's more like feminism and, you know, like personal stories from her life, which is really interesting. And she's definitely got an attitude. Sometimes she's a little bit insensitive, but I think she's trying to make a point, which I think is cool. So check those out if you like the spoken word type of thing. And as far as music goes, I was going to go on and on about Lucas Silveira, but Matt already talked about Lucas briefly, so I'm not going to go into that. He's extremely influential in the genderqueer trans community, and I actually did get a chance to meet him, which was amazing. He performed in Dallas this past year and I got to see him at this tiny little club with about 30 people. And I actually, before the show, he was outside on his phone or something, and I went up and talked to him for a little bit, but I get nervous because I don't want to be like, oh my God, I love you, you're so awesome, and embarrass myself. So, I held back because he's just a person, but I just really respect his music, and as a fellow musician, I mean, he's incredibly talented, and he can sing such a wide range of music, and, to see someone that I can relate to up there being successful, he was even rated like Canada's sexiest man or something like that, and that's pretty progressive and amazing, and so he really inspires me a lot. And then there's a couple of other bands. They're a little more on the fun side, but they definitely, kind of play with gender and things. One of the bands is a Canadian punk, like pop punk band called the Butchies, and it's a three-piece band. I wouldn't say it's like the best quality music, but it's just a lot of fun, and it's cool to see people on stage, not having any reservations about their gender presentation and just going all out with it, and it's a beautiful thing. So they're really progressive in their music venture. So check the Butchies out, amazing. And one more, my last one, and then I'll stop because I could rant and rant and rant about it. But one more, he's actually a DJ, but his name is Mount Sims, and he is super queer and like does a lot of techno electronica type stuff. I'll post all of these links after the video, but he's been really inspirational. He has a song called Androgyny, which I think I'll definitely put a link to that. But it's pretty funny, and it's a lighthearted, kind of way, but to look at things. But sometimes you just need to laugh about gender, and it is a really serious topic, and I'm really passionate about it. But sometimes it's kind of fun just to laugh at how ridiculous even, the idea of gender is, which is kind of what he challenges in this song. But anyway, I will post all of these to the links section, or I'll try to incorporate some of them into the video. But I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed thinking about it and getting my talk together anyway. But I think that's all I have for you today, but I will see you guys next time.